Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to go ahead and show you, be 90% of the winter prep, in case of emergency and stuff. This is in case you get slid out of the road, broke down, or the roads get stopped up where you can't go. Just anything. It's not just a get home situation, but it very well could be. Okay. This, which we went through before, is my get home bag. You can go back and look at everything's in here. But now I have added the 5 pound of jerky. I've added the little snack bars, and I've added some trail mix, 2 bags of trail mix to it. But that's just so, you have a on hand ready to eat, food. Okay. I still have my pot for boiling water. Here is my thermos. It's just a plastic water bottle to carry, just add something to put water in. I also have water in here. I have 4 of the 16-ounce water bottles to do, and I'm also going to add this. And the reason I'm adding this is if I have to melt snow or something like that for water, I could do more of it at a time, and that way I could have it, I don't have to worry about it at night or whatever. I would have plenty of water. Okay. Let me get this out of the way. This, I don't have a tote big enough. So I'm going to use this old suitcase type deal. The couple new things I am going to add to it. This is an unscented candle. It don't have no smell. So the reason I say use unscented is if you're like me and you smell those candles that's got all the scents and stuff, they can give you a busting headache, and especially if you're in like an enclosed thing like a car or truck. This is not really going to do that much to heat up the vehicle, but it is said that, a small candle like a tea candle can raise the temperature of a vehicle to at least freezing. We had to do 3 or 4 to get it up to, where you could even tell it was doing anything. But with me, this is more of a comfort thing. Okay, I've got this little glass dish I'm going to add to it. But this is, so I can set that on the armrest of my vehicle. I can light this to have a little bit of light. It's more of a comfort thing, because you're sitting there and it's pitch dark, you'll have a notion you want to turn that little light on and off and stuff like that, and that's a good way to kill your battery. Okay, every now and again, you'll need to start your vehicle to let it warm up, and then, keep that tank on full, but you could warm it up, cut it off, and, try to do it that way. Okay, so I'm going to add this to the pack. Now, these, let's see, where are they? Gloves. I'm going to add some insulated gloves to it. Now, those do have the fingers, where you can, if you have to do something like, cut wood or, whatever, if you're on your way home, like if you have to walk or something, it gives you a way to actually grip something too. Like, I've got that 9mm carbine and my 9mm pistol, which I would have to be carrying. And this would give me a way, if I had to access it. You can run up on a coyote, a bobcat, or anything on your walk home. So that gives you a way to access and use your weapon if you have to. Okay, let me put these in there. You're going to have socks on, and I have 2 pair of socks in the get home bag, but they're not real tall socks, and my boots are pretty tall, so I will add a pair of real tall socks to keep my boot from rubbing my leg, and I'll show you my boots here in a minute. This is a pair of, I don't hunt with them no more, but they're still good coveralls. There's nothing wrong with them, and they are insulated, but as you can tell, I've sold them, a couple, 3 or 4 times. I try to get the life out of everything. And they just old, but I bought some new ones that I hunt in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold these up, and I'm going to make a nice, or try to make, let me get it folded right. They're not cooperating. And like the zippers on the leg and everything still works. I don't know why they're not. Okay, there they are. Okay, I'm going to roll these up as tight as I can so they don't take up too awful much room in that bag. Okay. Which I would normally have a winter coat, but there's times we get out and you don't. But this here is a good insulated winter coat with a hood. So if you had to, you could put it over your head to help hold your body heat in. Okay. We'll get this stuffed in there. Now this here that I'm adding to would be considered your winter gear. That gets you through in case, it's just for winter. And I'm going to keep it in 2 separate packs. That way in the summer, I can just take this out. Spring, or, in the fall or winter, I can put it right back in. Okay, my boots aren't going to fit in the bag. So let me go over here and get them. Now, these are not my hunting boots. These are, let me get them real quick. But another thing nice about this is it rolls. You see, it's got a handle here. It's got a handle you carry here if you decide to. Plus, you got handles here. But these here, I'm going to put my boots over here. Let me get them. I'll be right back. These are Rocky boots. I like Rocky boots. And these are 1,000 gram insulated Rocky boots. And I have another pair in there that I like to deer hunt in. They're not as stiff as these, but these have been broke in. They're wearable, and these are just a little, they're heavy, one, but they would definitely keep you warm. So, but now they walk just fine. I mean, you can walk in them just perfectly fine. But I'm gonna add them to this pack. Okay. Now, you got boots, insulated coveralls, an insulated coat. You got gloves. You have a candle and another water cooler. Another thing to carry water in here. And the thing is you're not going to be carrying this. Okay, you're going to be wearing it if you have to get out and walk. So, it's not like you're having to carry this plus your get home bag. But this here is just to keep in your vehicle. And I also will put a blanket or a quilt, a comforter, whatever you have. You could add that to this. And remember, if you have small children, you want to, like, I'd go and buy, if I had to, a king size big comforter or something. That way you could wrap them up in it. If you got a sleeping bag, you could add that to it. So, you just slide down in, zip it up, and it would keep you warm until help could get to you. But this is what will be in my truck. Plus, I will put I've got a big comforter in there. I'll add to this in case I do get out summers, when something happens. But I don't have it right now, but I'll also be putting kitty litter, and there's something else. Let me get them while I'm thinking about it. Let me find them, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm not sure where I put them, but I've got a box of hand warmers, and I'm gonna put several hand warmers in there. You can put them in your shoes, you can put them on your hands, you can actually lay them in your coat and stuff and zip them up, and it helps tremendously. I want to talk to you about another bag that I carry during deer season. Okay, so let me grab it. I'll explain to you what's in it and stuff like that, and why I carry it. All right, give me just a second, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, on this bag, I consider it my hunting essentials bag. It's what I take to the woods with me. And you got to understand this bow season, like bow season comes along, I put my drawstring, it helps me cock my crossbow. Muzzleloader season comes in, I've got a pouch that's got speed loaders and everything in it like that goes in here. And, the bow stuff comes out. During rifle season, I put extra shells in here. And of course, the muzzleloader stuff comes out as it comes in now. But this is the stuff that stays. But now, I will stop and get a case of water today if I go out, or tomorrow, because I like to keep 2 bottles of water in here because I drink a lot of water when we're deer hunting. I'm fat. I sweat. Okay. One is a good flashlight, and this one here, so you can carry it, or you can slap it on your hat, and it keeps your hands free. So, and I'll put extra batteries in here for it. Right here, everybody knows what toilet paper's for, right? It's to take care of your business, and if, let's say, you did get out and can't get in, it gives you some kind of fire starting material. This is my emergency inhaler. It's for my asthma and COPD. I keep one at all times, but I always put an extra one in my hunting pack because I do a lot more walking during deer season than the other time. So here's an emergency inhaler, nitroglycerin, because I had congestive heart failure a couple years back, and they make me keep this around. I've got it everywhere in the truck, about everywhere you go. And I keep 2 lighters, in case it does, you get stuck out or something, you can fire up a light and start a little fire or something, keep you warm. You could get lost. There's people that's hunted the same place for years, just turn around and get lost. But now you got to remember, I have a camera now and a stand and all that has to go with me. So I will make a bag up for all that. And see the microphone come in. There's a whole bunch of stuff that's come in here lately. And, I'll put all that in a separate bag that when I get into the deer stand or something, it all comes out and I can let y'all view what's going on and how the hunts are going. Okay, let me get this back in here. And I do put this in a dry bag, you know, in a Ziploc bag to keep it dry in case it does rain. This is a little bag I bought from the military surplus store. It's a dry bag. It keeps everything dry, but I still, you know, scent killer, you know, so when you get, well, you try to kill your scent a little bit. This is cover scents. There's, what is this? I have pine cover scent. I have fox pea and raccoon urine as cover scents. You know, you can kind of spray that and it kind of keeps them from smelling you. Let's see. Mints in case you want something chewing that come through scent away. Let's see. No, that ain't what I'm looking for. I know what's in there. This is a little tassel you just hang in a tree, and that's what I spray those scents on. You know, so the deer smell that more than they smell me. But that's what that is. It's just a little old tassel that you spray those scents on and hang it up. I also carry these two Kentucky cutlery knives. I'm no way sponsored them or nothing, but I do like their knives. They are sharp, and if I have to gut a deer or whatever, you know, I can. And I always have a pocket knife on me, one, you know, like this or this. I know there's a sod buster laying there. I own several pocket knives, and I always have a pocket knife with me. But you know, you can skin a deer or something, and you'd have your extra knife plus those. But you know, you got your everyday carry stuff, and this or one of my knives is an everyday carry. You can guarantee that. But I added this just in case, you know, you may get your knife over our dull or something and need something else. I also have these little bitty binoculars. They're not real big, but if you get a deer out there in the field a pretty good ways, you know, you can see what's going on out yonder. But this goes with me. I normally I try to range everything before I go. I know where I hunt normally, and I've, you know, done the stuff enough that I know that tree and that tree and that tree is this yardage and stuff like that. So I don't have to carry a rangefinder most times. But if I could find mine, I would put it, you know, in the bag too. But that's a set of binoculars. And, you know, like I said, toilet paper stuff's going back in there. Let me get everything back in here. And the reason I kind of picked this bag is it's roomy enough. I mean, you know, it's got plenty of room to hold the stuff. Let me get it all in there. Okay. It's actually got room on top for me to put my 2 water bottles up here. It snaps in the front to keep everything good and secure. It's even got a side pocket here, and you could add extra stuff here. But what I like about it is it can be added to your belt if you want to, or do like I'm going to do. I'm just going to throw it across my back and put it behind me. As I walk in, it leaves my hands free to do whatever, and it's not choking. It don't weigh hardly nothing. That little bag might weigh 2 pounds, 3 pounds, so you're not even going to really notice it. I forgot my trick, put it back in that tassel. But, you know, this would be going to the woods with me. And you got to remember, if it's a bow season, my pull string, you know, pull rope will be added to that. Muzzleloader, there'll be extra, you know, muzzleloader stuff in here, caps, the speed loaders and all that. But still, you're not adding that much to it, and this little bag don't weigh nothing. And, you know, I'll add probably a bag or two of jerky, I'll add, a bag of trail mix in case, something did happen that you're sitting there in deer stand, bored and hungry. You'd have a little something to snack on. Or if you did happen to get hurt or something, you'd have to wait till somebody found you. He'd give you a little something to eat. And no matter what, like if during bow season or something, I would carry something that made a racket, or at least start a shine a light and have extra batteries, stuff like that. Where if they did have to look for you, a whistle, you could throw that in there, and that way if something did happen, they could find you easy enough. But this is my little bag I take deer hunting with me, which, if I've got insulates or anything like that, I'll carry them in if it's close enough, and then I'll put them on to keep them getting sweaty. But if it's just, regular hot weather like it's been here lately, I got a pair of shorts and I've got this leafy wire camo. That's all I wear. And, up till it's time to put on some bibs and stuff, which I'm going to buy some more clothes this year for hunting season. But I want you to see this bag. It don't weigh nothing. And another thing is, like, if I'm carrying that bag, I'm going to carry all this camera equipment in, and all that. You don't want to overload yourself. But, I do want to have my essential medicines and stuff like that, in case something did go wrong. As far as I think, that's the camo I'm adding to the truck, as, in case of emergency. Plus, you got my get home bag. I probably won't be carrying that bag over there because of the fact that, you put too much on you. Now, my get home bag is not heavy. It's maybe 10, 12 pounds at best. So, and that's counting it's probably a little better more than that because I put the jerky and stuff in there. But, as you go and eat and all that, you're going to lighten that load a lot too. And this is a pretty good little book bag. I wouldn't care to have a better one, but we got to do it as money allows. And, so far, this has been a real good book bag, little back, pack, whatever you want to call it. It's from Ridge Hunter. I looked the other day to see if I could find, a bigger one made by this company because this has been such a good one. But remember now, we got sardines, we got jerky, we've got these little old things of soup, and then we've got chicken that you can open up and eat. Nothing that really has to be heated. It's all ready to eat. And, I got the water purification straws and all in there. But still, if I have to boil water, I can. If I decide to heat up something, I can. I've got fork, spoon, knife stuff in there. But remember, on your get home bag, don't make that sucker 50, 60 pounds because you're not going to be able to carry it. And if you're elderly, and I tell a lot of people this, a friend of mine ordered her a cart that she can, whatever she needs to take with her, she can put it in. It's got pretty good sized wheels on it, and she can just pull it along behind her if she needs to. But I want to show you what I added to the get home. I will be putting a bag of kitty litter in the truck. And that's in case, if you just slide out of the road or something, you might be able to throw that kitty litter under your tires and back out of it. I do keep a set of chains in my truck most of the time. I don't have a pair to fit this truck here because it's a newer truck to me. I will probably go hunt me a set of, chains that'll fit it. But, this is what I do, and this is how I try to stay safe. Now, normally, if they tell me the smartest thing you can do is if they say, hey, there's a big storm coming up Wednesday, go Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and get all your essentials that you need here at the house. And if you don't have to work, see, this is people have to work, stuff like that. Now, mine's the case I have to go to the doctor or something. But normally, if there's a big storm coming up, I'm not going out. I'm not going to be on the road because I figure everybody else that has to work, I want to stay out of their way. And, you could cause them to have an accident or something. So, stay off the roads if you can. If you're retired or you're on, disabled or whatever, hey, go get your stuff a couple days in advance if you can. And, try not to be out. But I want to touch up on this because somebody asked me to show what I put in the truck besides uh, the winter hog, like I was talking about, putting up some jugs and stuff in here. I always run, like if they holler, storm a coming, I run my bathtub. I catch me up 10, 12, 15 gallon of water, just in case. But I want to touch up with y'all what I was doing here. I may try to go do a little squirrel hunting this evening. It just seemed like, yesterday I went and spent time with my buddy. I don't get to see him very often. He works like a dog. And let me tell you right now, he deserves everything he's got. Because that's one of the workingest men you ever seen. He'll go out sometime, be gone week, 2 weeks, a month away from his family to do what he does. And I mean, it's hard work. But I'm going to let you go. Y'all have a good day. Have a blessed day. Be good to each other. And remember, winter's not going to wait. You got to get your preps in. And, leave these bags in your trucks. Don't take them out for any reason, because the moment you do, that'll be the moment you need them. So, try to leave them in your trucks. I have people talking, why would you put all that? Okay. Get broke down and see. You'll know exactly why I put all that in my truck. All righty. Let me let you go. I'll try to, if everything works out, we'll try to do a hunt video this evening. Maybe try to get up here in the squirrel woods and kills a squirrel too, and make some squirrel dumplings. All righty. Oh, and we did hit 1,000 subscribers. I know y'all seen the cake and everything. Let's try to keep the channel growing. I'm gonna try to, do everything I can to help you all. Try to keep good videos coming. We've still got several events coming up, but stick with me and we'll get a few things done. All right, I'm gonna start a smokehouse build here in a day or two. I gotta go out here and clean out where I'm gonna put it, but I'm gonna build a smokehouse so when we kill the hogs, if I have a place to put the meat, plus I can smoke it. But I'll bring you along for that run too there. All right. Alrighty. We'll see y'all later. Oh God.